Hey everyone, this is Jesse with Idaho Homesteading. Wanted to do a kind of an unboxing video. Yes, I know, cat. Wanted to do an unboxing video of these Barrina LED plant grow lights. They're on Amazon. You can get, let's see here, I bought, let's see here, I think it's 3 2-foot LED lights for about $60. Just kidding. It looks like there's 8. Let's see if I can pull these out one-handed. Hold on a second. Okay. So first piece, don't know what this is going to be used for. It looks like some kind of, maybe you put it on the top of the lights or something. You can see these clearly. So what I'm doing is, I have some soil cube making supplies. I have these Barrina plant lights. And so it looks like we got some connectors. You can either wire these together or do them separately. You also have an on-off switch that looks like it just plugs in there to the lights on the ends. And looks like we have another one. We have another on-off switch. We are provided some zip ties, a third on-off switch, quite a lot of stuff in these boxes. Okay, and then it looks like we have some options to hang these lights with a clamp on and then a ring, which is probably what I'm going to use. We have some sticky pads. You could probably stick them somewhere, and a bunch of zip ties. So the lights themselves, let's see if I can break one of these. So these are all taped together. So let me take this apart, and then I'll continue the video from there. So this is my, it's a plant shelf. You can't really see it. I have it insulated on the back end. I had some leftover insulation. It's I think it's a 1-inch foam board insulation. You can get an 8x4 sheet at Home Depot for $10 maybe, but it has some reflective properties. It's kind of like, it looks like aluminum foil on the backside. So this top one, I will have the plant lights going in there. Here are 2 of the Barrina plant lights, and I went ahead and plugged in the switch. And let's see if I can do this and just plug it in right there. Okay, so the plant is, or the light is plugged in. I'm going ahead and turn it on. I'm not going to look at it because I'm not sure if these are safe for your eyes or not. So let's see how bright it gets. And it seems very bright. So another thing that I wanted to do was attach this connector cable. So it has the other side of the plant light. And so that way you can have one plug per light and turn 2 on at the same time. It's kind of going in there. So we have 2 plugged in, and let's see if it works. And it works. So that was pretty easy setup. I'll have to work on getting the extra clips attached. I'll probably read through some directions. I'm assuming these guards probably fit on the top or something like that. So we'll have to mess around with it. So I will get the setup all set up, and I'll get some soil cube blocks made, and then we'll see how it looks and kind of how everything is performing. So I wanted to do one more quick update. These are the clips that you put on the plants, and it was super simple. I thought I had to unscrew it or something, but basically you can just place it on there and move it up and down depending on where you want to put it. So it's just kind of a clip on. The lights themselves are super light, so it's not an issue with whether or not there's any problems. I just see there's a plastic film on these, which I should probably take off. See if I can get that. Well, I'll have to get that in a bit. But once you put on those clips, then you can just stick one of the provided zip ties, like so, and then you can attach it to the shelf up above if you have something like that. And so you can kind of see this one. I have it attached right there. And let's go ahead and turn it on, see the distribution of the light, which is really good. I'm not sure if I'm going to need 2 or just 1 per shelf. These shelves are about 2 feet by 3 feet. And then you might need, well, depending on how low or how high the plants are, seedlings might need a lot lower light levels. The light may need to be lowered and then raise it up as we go. So we'll mess around with it and see how everything works. I'm glad there's plastic on there. I thought it was scratched up, but they obviously protect it quite well. So make sure you take those off. All right, with that, that's the initial setup of the Barrina plant lights. And I can show you the soil making tools. I have a 2-inch sleeve PVC pipe, and then I believe this is an 1.25" cap and an 1.25" pipe. So it's a 90-degree angle pipe. One end is kind of larger, but the other end is just made for the inch and a half. So they basically fit pretty well. There's a little gap or not. I kept seeing online that people would make wood dowels to push in through a pipe, but this is like, these 2 pieces are $5. I'll do a review and see how it works out. I got some Miracle Grow, 2 different types of potting soil. One's a potting soil all-purpose, and I think the other one's a container mix, but it's Miracle Grow organic. I didn't want to go through the process of mixing up everything and then seeing if the consistency works right and whatnot. I might have to put something down on these boards so that the soil blocks won't just soak into the wood and it sucks all the moisture out. And then the last thing is I have a mechanical timer for this plug, this light, so that the it'll probably run at 9 o'clock at night to 8 in the morning or something like that, 12 hours or so, depending on what I'm putting in here. So hopefully I'll get all this up and running shortly because I need to start some plants. It's already March, and I think the last frost date here in Boise is April-ish, late April. So I need to get things going. One item that I didn't show are these little metal pieces, and these are actually the plant reflectors. They slide through. There's a little gap right there that you can see. So they just slide on through, and that'll probably make the plant lights not shine everywhere. This one you can see a little bit. Get some more light in there. how it looks. See if we can show some. It's kind of hard to tell that they're reflecting a little bit downward rather than all the way up. And yeah, that's the rest of the pieces of the Barrina plant lights.